The night is quiet, almost too quiet. Thump, thump, thump. The echo of a basketball bouncing cuts through the still air. The sound is lonely, but determined, like a heartbeat refusing to stop. A dim, flickering streetlight reveals an old, cracked court. The paint on the lines has long faded. The backboard is chipped, the net frayed. But to him, this is Madison Square Garden. This is the stage. Narrator, VO, before the legend. There was the boy, before the crown. There was. Decline. And before the world called him unstoppable. He stood alone, in the shadows, with nothing but a bowl in his hands. And a dream so loud, it drowned out the doubt of the world. The camera follows his feet, worn-out sneakers, solace almost gone, sliding on the rough asphalt. Every squeak echoes into the night like a battle cry. Swoosh! The ball sails through the hoop. No crowd, no cheers. Just the sound of the net whipping in the wind. Narrator, VO. Some players are born into greatness, gifted with height, strength, and a spotlight waiting for them. The camera cuts to a slow-motion shot of him missing a shot. The ball bounces away into the darkness. He chases it, picks it up, starts again. Narrator, VO. But this was different. This was forged in the fire. Built from rejection. From loss. From nights where the only audience was the sound of the ball bouncing and the breath in his chest. Flash cuts, a younger version of him being cut from the team, sitting alone in the locker room, head down, watching other players get the spotlight while he stands in the shadows. Narrator, VO. Every no became fuel. Every failure became a spark. And every drop of sweat was an investment in a future no one else could see. He dribbles faster now. Crossover, spin, step back. The rhythm of the ball is steady, controlled, like a drummer setting the tempo of war. The spotlight tightens on him. The rest of the court fades to black. Narrator, VO. He wasn't chasing fame. He wasn't chasing glory. He was chasing something bigger. The man he knew he could become. He takes the shot. The ball soars. Time slows. Narrator, VO. Because before greatness comes the grind. Before the crown comes the climb. And before the world calls you unstoppable, you must first believe it yourself. Swoosh. The screen goes black. Title card. The making of the most unstoppable player in NBA history. Visual. Close-up of a young Michael Jordan's hands tying his sneakers. The leather creaks. Fingers pull the laces tight until a knot locks in place. The camera pans down. His shadow stretches long across the hardwood, exaggerated under the dim light. Like the silhouette of the giant, he will become. Narrator, VO. Every great empire has its origin story, and his began the day they told him no. Flashback montage. A grainy high school gym shot. A coach's lips mouthing the words, "You didn't make it." A locker room bench. Jordan sitting there, staring at the floor. Narrator, VO. No, you're not ready. No, you're not good enough. No, you can't make this team. The sound fades. All that's left is his breathing. Slow and deep. Narrator, VO. They didn't know. They had just created a monster. Visual, slow motion. Jordan dribbling under a flickering streetlight. His shadow dances with every move. Sweat beads on his forehead, catching the light like tiny sparks. A single drop of sweat falls, hitting the pavement in sync with the bounce of the ball. Narrator, VO. The thing about no is that it does two things. It breaks the weak, or it ignites the unstoppable. Flash cuts. Jordan missing a shot, then grabbing the rebound and going again. Late night practices alone. Piles of crumpled gym. Shirts in a corner. Narrator, VO. 4. Michael, it was gasoline poured onto a spark. Visual, the dribble speeds up. His moves get sharper. Crossover, spin, pull-up jumper. Narrator, VO. Every missed shot, every defeat, every voice that doubted him was fuel. The ball swishes through the net. The camera lingers on his eyes, laser-focused, unblinking. Narrator, VO. And that fire would change basketball forever. Fade to black. Title card. Before. He was Air. The rise of Michael Jordan. Visual. A dark screen. The faint echo of a basketball bouncing. Music colon slow. Ominous drums begin to build. Boom. 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 Like footsteps of something approaching. Narrator, VO. Years later, they'd call him Air. They'd call him the GOAT. They'd call him the most feared man to ever step on a basketball court. Visual. Archival footage. Jordan soaring for a dunk. Opponents frozen mid-jump. Fans losing their minds. Narrator, VO. But they never saw the boy alone in the gym, repeating the same shot 1,000 times. Visual. High school-age Jordan in an empty gym. Sneakers squeaking. Sweat dripping onto the floor. The ball hitting the rim, bouncing, then swishing. Narrator, VO. Imagining the sound of the crowd that wasn't there yet. Visual column. The drums grow louder, faster. A heartbeat accelerating. The camera zooms in on his eyes. Intense. Locked in. Cut to black. Narrator, VO. And when the lights finally came on, the world wasn't ready. SFX. A sudden crowd roar explodes from silence, overlapping with the slam of a dunk. Title card. Unstoppable. The rise of Michael Jordan. The sound of sneakers cuts through the silence. A single spotlight hangs over an empty rim. In the darkness, a young Michael Jordan ties his shoes. The laces pull tight. His shadow stretches long across the hardwood, already towering over the player he is now. A cracked outdoor court. The paint is faded, the net frayed. He dribbles under a flickering streetlight, sweat glistening, each bounce echoing into the night. No crowd, no applause. Just the rhythm of ball and breath. Every missed shot returns to his hands. Every failure is followed by another attempt. The camera flashes to high school. The moment the cut list is posted, his name isn't there. A silent walk home. No tears, just fire. A spark turning into an inferno. Years later, the lights are blinding. The crowd's deafening. They call him Air. They call him the GOAT. They call him the most feared man to ever step on a basketball court. But the empty gym still lives in his head. Every possession is still a test. Every game is still a proving ground. The clips come in rapid fire. Defenders reaching, stumbling, falling. The ball leaving his fingertips in 1989 over Craig Ello, frozen in midair, time holding its breath. The dunk over Mutombo, his body, folding in flight. The shrug after 6 threes and a half, a grin that says it's already over. The flu game, sweat pouring, legs heavy, still carrying the team to victory. His eyes burn with something more than talent, a refusal to break. Slow motion. Jordan rises against taller, stronger players, hanging in the air just a second longer than anyone else. The basket isn't just a target, it's prey. And every shot taken is a hunt. He doesn't just score points, he steals hope. He lets opponents believe they have a chance, just long enough to take it away. Crowds roar. Opponents bow their heads. Teammates look at him like he's inevitable. The camera pulls back. The hardwood becomes a battlefield. Every quarter is a war. Every season, a campaign. His weapons: speed, skill, will. His armor: scars, rejection, and relentless obsession. Moments stack. A mid-range fadeaway with a hand in his face. A steal leading to a fast break dunk. The final buzzer sounding with his fist in the air. Then, silence. The spotlight narrows again. We're back to that empty court. The boy with the ball. The sound of a single dribble. The dream still burning. Because In a league filled with giants, Michael Jordan was the only one who learned how to fly.